Here in Anatevka we have traditions for everything. How to eat, how to sleep, how to wear our clothes. For instance, we always keep our heads covered and always wear this little prayer shawl.
Who day and night must scramble for a living, feed a wife and children, say his daily prayers, and who has the right as master of the house to have the final word at home.
There are others in our village who make a much, much bigger circle. His honor the constable, His honor the priest, His honor many, many more. We don't bother them, and so far they don't bother us. We get along perfectly well. Of course, there was a time when he sold him a horse, but delivered a mule. But that's all forgotten now, and we live together in simple peace and harmony. It was a mule.
It was a horse.
And a mule.
Tradition, 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 tradition.
Dear God, did you have to make my poor old horse lose his shoe just before the Sabbath? That wasn't nice. It's enough you pick on me, Tevye. Bless him with 5 daughters, a life of poverty, but what have you got against my horse? Sometimes I think when it gets a bit quiet up there, you say to yourself, let's see what mischief I play on my friend Tevye.
Oh, he's finally here, my breadwinner.
I'll talk to you later. It's not that I'm complaining. After all, with your help, I'm starving to death. If I were a rich man, all day long I'd biddy bum. If I were a wealthy man, I wouldn't have to work hard. If I were a pretty rich, dig it, diddle man, I'd fill my yard with chicks and turkeys and geese and ducks for the town to see and hear, squawking just as noisily as they can, and each loud and the bomb and the double and the horn would land like a trumpet on the ear. If I were a wealthy man, I wouldn't have to work hard. You have to dig it, and a dum. Lord, who made the lion and the lamb, you decreed I should be what I am. So you're a newcomer here. As Abraham put it, I'm a stranger in a strange place.
Moses said that.
Forgive me. As King David put it, I'm slow of speech and slow of tongue.
That was also Moses.
For a man with a slow tongue, he talked a lot. As the good book says, when a poor man eats a chicken, one of them is sick.
Where does the book say that?
Well, it doesn't exactly say that, but someplace there is something about the chicken. Good Sabbath.
You agree?
I agree.
Tevye, that is wonderful. Let's drink on it.
Why not? To you.
Oh, no, my friend. To you.
To the both of us.
To our agreement.
To our agreement. To our prosperity. To good health and happiness. And most important, to life, the highest.
You be my papa. Your papa.
You know, I always wanted a son. Dear God, did you have to send me news like that today of all days? I know, we are the chosen people. But once in a while, couldn't you choose someone else? Oh, thank you. Thank you for finding a husband for my title. Bilkish, Prince, what's your name?
Huddle, Papa.
Where's title?
She's in the barn.
Go and call her. Oh. Well, Perchik, how was this morning's lesson?
I think we made a very good beginning.
Oh, he's finally up. So, what happened last night? Besides your drinking like a peasant, of course. Did you see Laser? What did he say? What did you say? Do you have any news?
Patience, woman, as the good book says, good news will stay and bad news will refuse to go. There is another saying
Oh,
which
you
goes,
could die from such a man.
Ah, Zeitel, my lamb, come here. You ought to be congratulated. You ought to be married.
Oh, married!
What do you mean, Papa?
Laser Wolf has asked for your hand.
I knew it!
The butcher?
Oh, my heart told me today was our lucky day. I thank thee, God, I thank thee.
Well, what do you say?
What can she say? Oh, my firstborn, a bride. Oh.
They gave each other a pledge. Unheard of. Absurd. You gave each other a pledge. Unthinkable. Where do you think you are? In Moscow? In Paris? Where do they think they are? America? And what do you think you are doing? You stitcher! You're nothing! And who do you think you are? King Solomon? This isn't the way it's done. Not here, not now. Some things I will not, I cannot allow. Tradition. Marriages must be arranged by the Papa. This cannot be changed. One at a time, I pull out the prop, and where does it stop? Where does it stop? Where does it stop? Don't I have anything to say about my daughter, or doesn't anyone have to ask the father anymore? On the other hand, what kind of match would it be with a poor tailor? On the other hand, he's an honest hard worker. On the other hand, he has absolutely nothing. On the other hand, things couldn't get any worse. They could only get better. They gave each other a pledge, unheard of, absurd. They gave each other a pledge, unthinkable. But look at my daughter's face. She loves him, she wants him. And look at my daughter's eyes, so hopeful. Tradition.
Why are you howling like this?
Where is she? Where is she?
Where is who? What are you talking about?
Fru Marcella, Laser Wolf's first wife, Fru Marcella. She was standing there just a minute ago. Well, for a woman dead 30 years, she looked very good.
Oh.
Naturally, I went up to her to greet her. And she said to me,
Yes, I'll give you title. 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 If she marries Laser I can't believe my own ears.
my blessing. For what? For going over my head. Impossible. At least with Seitel and Mott. They asked me, they begged me, and now if I like it or not, you'll marry him. So what do you want from me? Go on, be wed, and tear out my beard and uncover my head. Tradition, they're not even asking permission from the Papa. What's happening to the tradition? One at a time, I pulled out the thread, and where has it led? Where has it led? Where has it led? To this. A man tells me he's getting married. He doesn't ask me, he tells me. But first, he abandons her. He loves her. Love. It's the new style. On the other hand, our ways were once new too, weren't they? On the other hand, they decided without the parents, without the matchmaker. After all, did Adam and Eve have a matchmaker? Yes, they did. And it seems these two have the same matchmaker. They're going over my head, unheard of, absurd. For this they want to be blessed, unthinkable. I'll lock her up in her room. I couldn't. I should. But look at my daughter's eyes. She loves him. Tradition. Golda, do you love me?
Do I what?
Do you love me?
Do I love you?
Well, the first time I met you was on our wedding day. I was scared.
I was shy.
I was nervous.
So was I.
But my father and my mother said we'd learn to love each other. So now I'm asking you, Golda.
You don't have to wait for the train, Papa. You'll be late for your customers.
Just a few more minutes. So, is in big trouble, this hero of yours? Arrested? Convicted?
Yes, Papa, but he did nothing wrong. He cares nothing for himself. Everything he does is for humanity.
But if he did nothing wrong, why is he in trouble?
Papa, how can you say that? What wrongs did Joseph do? And Abraham and Moses? And they had troubles.
And he asks you to leave your father and your mother and to join him there in that frozen wasteland and marry him there?
No, Papa, he did not ask me to go. I want to go. I don't want him to be alone. I want to help him in his work. It is the greatest work a man can do, Papa.
But father, baby,
Papa.
and who, my daughter, will there be to perform the marriage ceremony out there in the wilderness?
Papa, I promise you, we will be married under a canopy.
I suppose a rabbi or two were also arrested. Well, you give my regards to that Joseph of yours. Tell him I rely on his honor to take care of my daughter. You tell him that.
Papa, God only knows when we shall see each other again.
Then we will have to leave it in his hands. Take care of her. See that she dresses warm.
Fiedka and I have known each other for a long time
Look,
now.
Hava, I would be much happier if you remained friends from a distance. You must remember who you are and who that man is.
He has a name, Papa.
Of course, every creature on earth has a name. Golda! I am the man of the family, I am the head of the house, and I want to see Martin's new machine now! Now we can go home. The right to be sick, the right to be hungry, the right to work like a horse. But dear God, I am sick and tired of pulling this cart.
But Hava...
Hava is dead to us. We will forget her. Go home. Little bird, little Havala, I don't understand what's happening today. Everything is all a blur. All I can see is a happy child the sweet little bird you were. Havana, Havana.
Papa, I beg you to accept us.
Accept them? How can I accept them? How can I deny everything I believe in? On the other hand, how can I deny my own child?